Eat Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the flaming hot grilled cheese burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
How's your day going?
Going good. Thank you again.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Really, guys?
What? Jackson's always had those game ready.
Let's go!
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Boise State football wide receiver Ben Ford. I've had to face some setbacks on the field this past season, but toughness isn't about staying down. It's about getting back up. I am proud to represent Lithia Ford of Boise, where you can find the largest selection of Ford trucks that are built tough and, like me, handle the hits and keep pushing forward. Come check out the incredible inventory and competitive pricing at Lithia Ford of Boise. And when you buy here, you're not just getting a truck, you're supporting Boise State athletics and Lithia Ford NIL partnerships. Come see us at Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Bronco Nation News Live is the only daily show that talks nothing but Boise State sports. And we do it with you. Give us your comments or questions in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a voicemail on the Signature Roofing voice inbox at speakpipe.com/BNN. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Bronco Nation News is presented by our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, and our major sponsors, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, RoadPaint.com, and the Blue and Orange Store. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're proud to stand with Boise State athletics. Through our NIL marketing partnerships, we're investing in the future of student athletes. Lithia Ford of Boise, here to get you there, wherever that may be. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. Broadcasting from the Sun Cruiser Studios, here's BJ Rains with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Hey, how we doing? doing, Bronco Nation? Happy Wednesday to you here at BNN. My name is BJ Rains, and switching up the days today, we got Johnny Ballgame, host of Prater in the Ballgame, weekdays 3 to 6, KTIK 95.3 The Ticket. Johnny, we got the first practice tomorrow. Not sure on the timing of the show, and also with Pro Day yesterday, thought there'd be more to discuss today, so appreciate you flipping up the days today. You're there in the Lithia Ford of Boise studios in downtown Boise. How are we?
Man, I don't really know where to go this morning. I just found out, that the Sonics are coming back, man. Like, I don't even know what to do right now. That's going to happen. Vegas and Seattle are getting NBA teams. The Board of Governors approved the vote today, and it looks like it could be as early as 2028-29 season, which is nothing. I bet Kobe Carl right now, Boise State folks, is elated. I know him and his father, George Carl, huge members of the Sonic community, and sorry for getting us off on the wrong foot, but I was just reading that when we came on BNN Live this morning. Thanks for having me. Happy opening day to those who get baseball today with the Giants and the Yankees on Netflix. It's going to be a good one, man. Wow.
I saw you kind of smiling, almost dancing. You looked like you were kind of on cloud nine there during the intro, and I thought you just enjoyed the song. But now we know that it is. I see Shams Sharania's tweet right here. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, it made too much sense for Vegas. They need a team. They have the T-Mobile Arena. Like, that makes way
more sense for Seattle. They have a better arena waiting.
Well, they're getting a team back. I agree. But, no, Vegas and the NBA just also needed to happen. So cool for those two teams. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Wow. I got
$7 to $10 billion bidding process. So I guess they're picking the teams without having owners for each cities. That'll come. And that's cool, man. Good for you. NBA back in Seattle.
I don't even like the NBA anymore. That's the worst part about it. I don't really watch the NBA. I watch Cal Baptist and Utah Valley play in the WAC on a Wednesday night before I would watch the OKC Thunder, beat the hell out of the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a no-brainer for me. But now all of a sudden I might have to get back into it a little bit. And that's really cool. That town is popping right now. Are you kidding me? The Seahawks won a Super Bowl. The Vandals go to the dance. And what's next? Oh, yeah, ball game. We're going to give you the Sonics back. Yes.
And has that already been announced that it'll for sure be the Sonics, or is that just the obvious? It can't be anything else.
They'll have their team name, logo, whatever they want. That was part of the settlement. And I believe Oklahoma City will give the records back. So Seattle will end in 07, 08, and then they'll resume, and OKC will have their records, which is how it should be. Kevin Durant shouldn't pass Gary Payton as the all-time Thunder scoring leader. I think that's stupid anyway, if you ask me. The city should keep those stats, and you start over when you move to a new city, almost like an expansion team. Get your own record book going. But we digress. We're out of here. Let's talk Boise State, man.
No, that's cool, man. Happy for you. Good for Seattle. Good for the Sonics. But yes, a lot to discuss. A lot going on in the sports world. You mentioned the Yankee game tonight and Giants. I know Bob Beeler will be all over that on Netflix. But the real opening day is tomorrow when you get the games all day. And I know the Cardinals are playing tomorrow. I think 2:15. So the one day we're tied for first place. I'm going to enjoy it while I can because it's going to be a rough year for the Cardinals this year. But excited to watch the Mariners as well, and excited to watch some spring football tomorrow, Johnny. We're going to talk about the first day of spring practice tomorrow. But I wanted to start with Pro Day, man. I saw you out there yesterday. We were there most of the day, kind of corralled in our little media pig pen, so to speak, there in the corner of the indoor facility there. Got to see some of the testing, got to see the 40s, got to see some of the on-field drills and things. You had a couple different NFL coaches that were there to see Cage Casey, but it started off with a bang. Braxton Feeley, 38 reps on the bench press. Then you get into Zion Washington, a 41.5-inch vertical leap, and then it just kind of carried over to the field. But good energy, fun day. We'll dive into some of these. We'll hear a couple sound bites, Johnny, but any kind of overall takeaways from Pro Day yesterday?
For me, it was Braxton Feeley, just showing the NFL world, showing this experience, showing this process that he might be one of the strongest players that's in this draft. And, I mean, you can't hide strength. It's right there. Now, I know the size and the measurables aren't right there with Braxton, but my gosh, you can't coach strength, can you? I mean, I guess you can coach guys to get stronger, but you can't fake this. And this would have been the best performance at the combine. You have to find me. There's a lot of pro days going on all over the country every day now. I don't know of anybody at any pro day who's put up more than 38 on the bench press. I'm sure it's happened. There's pro days all over the place, and I'm not trying to insinuate that Braxton Feeley is the strongest guy in the draft.
Can we pause and just enjoy the last bit of this, Johnny? Excitement, Jaden Mickey jumping up and down all of his teammates. And Johnny, sorry to cut you off, but not just any pro day around the country. Jay Tuss was telling me yesterday, Johnny, it would have been the most bench press reps at the combine since 2001.
Yeah, I mean, that is I can't find another pro day where someone's put up more than that. So does it get you drafted? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's like a 40. If you run under a 4.3, you're probably just they're going to draft that speed. I don't know if they just draft that strength, but I would think that it did. I mean, I think it shot his potential through the roof. I think he went from somebody who was probably kind of a nobody in this process to, oh, did you see what that D tackle at Boise State put up? You know, yeah, he's looked. You don't look at Braxton Feeley and say, wow, that's what an NFL D tackle looks like right there, man. You don't. He doesn't have that mass, but if he has the strength and the speed, the quickness, the intelligence, you can absolutely play in the league at that size. I heard someone text me yesterday. They were like, hey, ball game, Aaron Donald played at that size. I'm like, yeah, okay. Braxton Feeley's not Aaron Donald. It can be done. But I thought it went through the roof. His potential there, BJ. Maybe he gets picked, maybe he doesn't, but I think he did more for himself than just about anybody.
Yeah, 5.5 sacks last year, 5 the year before, 11 sacks in the last 2 years. And you're right, we were looking up the numbers with Scott Matlock, but he had 9 more bench press reps than him, the same number on the vertical leap. But when you throw in the size difference, yeah, Scott was 6'2", 6'3". Just big difference in terms of the weight and everything else. And so not really comparable, but I agree. I mean, whether he gets drafted or not, and I hope he does, I mean, it'll be because of the 90 seconds you just saw in the clip right there. I mean, I hate to say it, but someone's going to look back and go, 38 reps. We got to take a look at that guy and then go back and look at him. And he actually talked about it. I don't want to play the full interview, Johnny, but I would like to play about 90 seconds or so. Braxton Feeley meeting with the media after his pro day workout. He did mention his size and how he's going to have to overcome that. He knows he's not the tallest guy. And so he discusses that. But here's just a little small portion of Braxton Feeley meeting with Jay Tuss, myself, and a few of the local media. I believe Bob Beeler was in there as well after his pro day workout.
38. What were you trying to get on that? I was trying to get 40. That was my goal. I hit it today. Obviously, they said -2, but I mean, I hit my goal and I was happy with it. I'm just excited for what's coming forward.
I mean, you knew what you could do, but obviously, like, to put that number on paper now for teams to see everybody else, like, I mean, it's crazy. That one thing could change things for you. I mean, how much does that? How happy do you feel with even putting up the 38?
I'm super stoked. That was one of my goals, just to get super high on the bench because you rarely see that. And it happened. A lot of training and work went into it. Shout out to the guys off the field. They did a great job and excited for what's to come.
Any other goals with other drills you were hoping to do today, and do you feel like you accomplished that?
Yeah, I wanted to run under 5. I don't know what I got. I felt like I ran pretty fast. The other drills I did a great job in. From now on, it's just working on conditioning, trying to stay in shape.
What does Braxton Feeley bring to an NFL franchise?
I'll give you my all. I'm a hard worker. I know a lot of people say that, but when it comes down to it, that's one of the things that I emphasize my gameplay on, is just giving my all for the people that are around me.
What do you feel like the scouts saw? Do you think they saw that?
I think so, yes. I mean, it all depends on how they review my game film. I feel like I played that. And then today, we had a great job as a whole group, and it was exciting to go out.
What's this been like for you having to go to draft afterwards? Have you been chatting with scouts of teams, anything of sorts, or just kind of minding your own business?
Not really. Haven't heard anything that much. I'm sure I'll hear a couple stuff here in the future, but I mean, I'm a quiet guy. I just put my head down and work, and that's how I roll.
Brax, I think your total would have been the most of the NFL Combine since like 01. What does that mean to you? And then how much of a chip do you still feel like you might have on your shoulder to prove that you belong in the NFL?
Yeah, there's a big chip. A lot of people from smaller schools get underlooked, especially a lot of people that are shorter, like myself. So I like, just giving it my all, showing people that it doesn't matter based off height, based off what school you go to. If you have the right work ethic, things will happen.
All right, there's more of that interview. You can watch the full interview at BroncoNationNews.com on our message boards, the football page. You can also go to our YouTube channel. That full interview is up. But Johnny got that chip on his shoulder, a little undersized, height-wise, weight-wise. But he says, hey, put on the tape.
Little. He's a lot undersized.
Yeah, I know. But you put on the tape. He says, put on the tape, and that'll show you all you need to see. What do you make of his I guess, how much did he improve his chances yesterday, and is that really going to matter?
I think, like I said, it's skyrocketed. I don't think he had a chance. Now I think he has a chance. He put his full strength and athleticism, right there to show the whole NFL world. Like, I think, again, it's hard to find that strength, right? And I don't know if you would switch positions. I know that has been done, but I think that's very, very hard to assume that someone who's played D-tackle, essentially their whole life's just going to switch and move over and just be a capable NFL lineman. It doesn't happen like that in most cases either, BJ. I think he'll be like a 3-technique defensive tackle, not a nose guard. He doesn't have the girth for that. But, I mean, my gosh, think of a guy like Poona Ford, very short, undersized defensive tackle, has a little more girth. But he's made it in this league a long time. A lot of times he uses his lack of height to his advantage. Sometimes it's harder. These linemen now are like 6'5", 6'6" guards. Like Cage Casey's a guard. Think about that, BJ. Like that's how big guards are now, how tall they are. And sometimes you can use your height to your advantage or like thereof, like I said. And very athletic, and he's super, super strong, and he's smart, and he's tough. Yeah, I think Braxton Feeley will be hard to cut in August, unless he's just the measurables aren't there with height and weight. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. I actually kind of think Braxton Feeley is going to give this a pretty good go. I really do.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing it. And he definitely, like I said, all it takes is one guy seeing somebody, one scout seeing something they like, and when you get 38 on the bench press, that's going to make its way around NFL circles, and that's going to force guys to look. And I can just hear now when he goes in the 7th round, hopefully Mel Kiper or somebody going, interesting story, 38 reps on the bench press at the Boise State Pro Day. And I mean, that would be the main talking point if he were able to, whenever he hopefully does get drafted 6th, 7th round, or certainly sign some sort of free agent tryout or camp. And so we'll continue to follow Braxton Feeley. On the other side, Johnny, one guy that maybe at least in some of the drills didn't have the best day he was hoping for, Cage Casey, only gets 20 reps on the bench press. I want to discuss Cage Casey here in just a second, but do want to thank folks and thank Lithia Ford of Boise. LithiaFordBoise.com, our title sponsor. They're the studio sponsor there at KTIK as well. Really appreciate Jim Sturk, Jamie Drake, the whole crew at Lithia Ford, whether it's a new or pre-owned vehicle. Now's the time, folks. Some great deals going on. They got to clear out the lot to make room for some of these 2026 models that are showing up. And you can go online at LithiaFordBoise.com to view their full inventory of vehicles. We bought my truck there at Lithia. Great process. Going to be buying another vehicle for my wife there here in the near future. So Lithia Ford of Boise, online at LithiaFordBoise.com. Sun Cruiser now has blueberry lemonade, the newest flavor. You got to check it out. It's in the variety pack there. Saw some at my local grocery store the other day. Pink lemonade, strawberry lemonade, regular lemonade flavor, and now blueberry lemonade thrown into the variety pack there. Sun Cruiser, whether it's the iced tea vodkas, the lemonade vodkas, low calorie, low carb, pick up a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Hey, Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. There's a branch pretty much every corner, the easiest. That mobile e-branch online banking right there in your smartphone. Idaho Central Credit Union. They're donating a ton of money to the Idaho Youth Sports Commission as part of their free throw challenge. A lot of different great things they're doing as well. But you may think you like your banking experience. I can promise you, folks, you're going to love the banking experience at Idaho Central Credit Union. Much more. Check them out, ICCU.com. Johnny, the crunchy chicken cantina. Oh, I screwed it up again. What the crispy chicken cantina taco?
Now I'm like messed up too. Cantina chicken crispy taco or cantina crispy chicken taco?
That sounds better. I'm going to go with that one today. But the full line of cantina options there. I still love the good old cantina bowls that they have there, and all different kinds of options. But went there last night. My kids got just the good old. It's funny, Johnny. They have all this great stuff. I say it all the time. My kids just love the basic cheese and tortilla rolled up in a cheesy roll up. Nelly had a game last night in Nampa, so we were running around, got some Taco Bell, and they have the slushies that my kids love as well. So many great options at Taco Bell. It's fast, it's delicious, it's affordable. Hit up a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. All right, by the way, Cage Casey scheduled Friday morning to be live on BNN. We do have Cage Casey scheduled for Friday. I think you guys are working on him as well. Do you have that done? Is he coming in?
We're still working. We're efforting Cage Casey as well. Not certain.
He'll be on BNN on Friday. I'm sure they're going to get him as well the next couple of days. We waited, darn near an hour, Johnny, to talk to Cage Casey yesterday at the facility. He made his way out and we were told he was meeting with some teams on Zoom on the phone, and we were waiting. They said they were trying to get him to come back out, and then apparently he had departed the facility and was supposed to be meeting a late lunch or something with a couple teams. And they said he was not available today, but they did say that, he said media could reach out or whatever and try to set stuff up. And that's what I did. And he wrote back last night, and we chatted for a little bit and texted. And he said that he will try to make Friday morning work on BNN. Was a little disappointed that he did not speak to the media. Again, he's coming on Friday, so I'm going to take him for his word that he was, had some stuff going on and was busy. But obviously, the way his Boise State career ended, Johnny, didn't sit well with some. And I think that question he knew was probably coming. But he's always been a stand-up guy. He's always been honest up to this point, and looking forward to hearing him hopefully with you guys. And then I'll get him on Friday, hopefully, and kind of, get ready. But I will throw his reps on the bench up here, Johnny, as we're talking. There is about a 5-second span where somebody gets in my way, and I had to move the camera, and it's a rough shot. But we all can't be Jay Tuss behind the lens, the lensman at Bronco Studios. So the iPhone footage, there is a brief lull in the footage here, but you can watch at the end, Johnny, when he gets up, not particularly pleased. 20 reps on the bench press. What'd you make of Cage Casey's performance? Any thoughts, Johnny? Cage Casey, 20 reps.
I don't know. I mean, I who knows, right? I mean, one day he'll be able to put up 30. One day he puts up 20. A lot of it, I think, is just in your head. It's mental, it's psychological, way more than it's just physical. And maybe that's part of the reason here. I don't know, man, but it's not super strong. So Cage Casey now goes into this with not super strong measurables when it comes to lifting. I don't know what this does for draft. That puts him in or out or what, second, third round, whatever. But yeah, he's furious, man. He's furious. You can see that. He's not used to putting up that few. It got in his head, and it sucks, man. No question.
He did have a 31-inch vertical.
That's good.
Did some things out there on the on-field testing as well. Did some reps at center. If you listened to our show yesterday, Brad Bedell said if he is going to be a guard, he's going to have to be a guy that can also show that he can be a center. And so he took some snaps there with Mad Dog, with Mason Randolph, did some different blocking drills, guard, tackle. So I know there's still some thought, Prater and some others that think he's a second, third round pick. just because we've seen it too many times at Boise State, Johnny, it just happens too much. I'm guessing more in the 4 and 5 range. I mean, I'm guessing we're going to be at the end of day 2 going, how the heck did Cage Casey not get picked? And I hate to, I mean, there was a time, Johnny, after last year's draft. I mean, I went to the draft in Green Bay, covered Ashton Genty up there, and I remember flying back like the next day, looking online on my flight on like an athletic mock draft and seeing Cage Casey 24th or whatever to the San Francisco 49ers and thinking, okay, there may be a chance I'm going to Pittsburgh next year for the draft. That obviously is not going to be happening. He said he's going to have some sort of watch party, but or in the past, I was thinking of Louder. Louder's going to have a watch party. I'm sure Casey will do the same, but Casey will not be going to Pittsburgh for the draft. I hope his his film speaks for itself, Johnny. The stats speak for themselves. Like 2 penalties in his career, whatever crazy it is. Gave up very few, if any, sacks in his career. He, played every single play, never got injured. I mean, everything on the field is absolutely perfect. And you hope maybe a 40 time or a bench press time or whatever number isn't what hurts him. But it's a little odd to me that he was at one point a first, second round pick, all season, did nothing wrong, had great stats. And then now he's anywhere from second to 5th in some mock drafts.
That's how it goes. Yep. I mean, because last year they're looking at it from a 30,000-foot view, just kind of giving a quick ballpark. Here's who we got. And then once they zoom in closer and closer and closer, they find out A, B, C, and D. And then the process comes, and it's tricky. But, yeah, I get you. I don't think Cage Casey, maybe – because if you look at his grades, his PFF numbers, they're sensational. Some of the highest grades in the country. But he's not Superman physically. That's what we're learning now. Other than the vert, which is really nice. I mean, he's not the super strong, but that's fine. They're playing him at guard. It's okay. Gosh, is he a day 3 pick now? That's a really good question. They got compensatory picks at the end of round 2, which are late Friday night. You throw some of those in, so it is a little longer. Man, I'm still sticking to day 2. BJ, I'm going to say round 3.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
3, but I used to be round 2. It's tough seeing a guy. They're switching positions here. It's not having he didn't have a good combine. I mean, you talk to anybody who realistically graded that combine, and he had a below average grade for people who worked out at that combine. It wasn't blowing people away at all. So then he follows it up with not the best bench press, but I still have him on day 2 because of the stats, man. Like you said, the holding had hardly any, the offsides penalties, the domination. I mean, yeah, his stats were great. PFF loved Cage Casey, and I think a lot of NFL folks pay attention to that too.
And I hope you're right, man. 100% hope you're right, and we'll see what happens. We've seen this, unfortunately, too many times before where guys end up sliding on draft day. And but hopefully his stats and what he did on the field speaks for itself. And looking forward on Friday to speaking with him, and his versatility to play guard and center certainly is going to be nice, and that will help. No doubt about it. There was another standout performance and some other guys, Johnny, that if Cage maybe hurt himself or at least didn't help himself a lot yesterday, there were a couple other guys that, in addition to Braxton Feeley, that I thought really, really helped themselves. One of those guys is Zion Washington. We're going to talk about him in just a second.
You could win one of 2 trips to see Banana Ball live. Purchase 2 Body Armor products, use Let's Go Rewards, and you're entered to win. Right now, Body Armor is buy one, get one for $1 with Let's Go Rewards. Start getting those entries in. Let's go.
Appreciate Jackson's. Also appreciate the Blue and Orange Store online, theblueandorangestore.com. All that Boise State gear, whether it's the jerseys, caps, bumper stickers, car flags, sweatshirts, they got you covered. Appreciate Travis Hawks and company. Check them out online, theblueandorangestore.com. You can order anywhere in the world. You can also order right there on your website, your smartphone, but you can go to the 2 Boise State locations that they have in town here, the Treasure Valley location at the mall, and then also that Boise State location now at the Allen Noble Hall of Fame. The official in-venue provider of Boise State merchandise is the Blue and Orange Store. Hey, Matt Bauscher, Bauscher Real Estate, #1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley is Matt Bauscher. We bought and sold our home using Matt and his team. Tremendous customer service every step of the way. We got top dollar for our sale. We got some great discounts on our purchase, some great credits and things. I highly recommend. I know everybody has friends, family members that are realtors, but if you want someone that's going to fight for you and someone that's going to return and put that money back into NIL sponsorships and things, that's Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. Hey, Signature Roofing, we got a roof from Signature Roofing and loving that as well. Been about a year now. Signature Roofing online, mysignatureroofing.com. Joel and company, just tremendous people over there, and I haven't had as much fun as I had when I go in there for the meetings and things. They just have a ton of fun over there and at Signature Roofing, and guys laughing and stuff, but they get work done. And when they need to get down to business, they do. Signature Roofing, mysignatureroofing.com. Again, re-roof, repair, estimate, inspection, all your roofing needs. They've been covering their community for more than 2 decades. Signature Roofing online at mysignatureroofing.com. All right, Johnny. Zion Washington, guy that played a ton of ball, didn't put up a ton of crazy interception numbers, tackle numbers, anything like that, but was a solid guy out there the last couple of years at safety for Boise State, a veteran guy, and maybe wasn't the first guy on the list when you think of like the McCoy or Irby or all the DBs or guys on defense other than Feeley maybe that are going to have a shot at the NFL. But we said all it takes is one number. And Zion Washington, I'm going to put the clip up here in a second, 41.5-inch vertical. And Johnny, you know how it works on the vert there. They line you up, they put your hand up, and try to get the whatever the thing is that you spin to the right number. So it's, calibrated, I guess you could say, for your height and your hand. And then they take a few of those things out of the way, so if it's obvious you're going to get, a couple, you move a couple out of the way. And so the guy, moves a couple out of the way, and Zion looks up at him and he goes, "You can go to the next red one too." And the guy looks at him, and that's like another 6. I don't even know what they call those things that they hit, Johnny, but there's another like 6 things that we're going to have to come off. And the guy's like, "What's your number?" or something. And I hear him go 38. And he goes, "Okay." So the guy takes another big setup. So his first jump already had a good chunk already missing from the thing. And you're thinking, okay, all right, wow. So he gets the first one and, hits it, and everybody's going crazy, whatever. They get it cleaned up. They get him ready for a second one. You're going to see on the film, Zion turns to his teammates and everybody in the crowd and starts going, "Let's go." He's pumping up the crowd before his second one, and then he gets it for 41.5. It was a pretty cool moment for Zion. And I tell you what, man, 41.5. You mentioned the not seeing 38 reps on the bench press. I can't remember the time at a Boise State Pro Day where we had a 41.5-inch vertical. It's probably happened, but not in a while. And then he went out and had good numbers. I think 19 reps. I mean, again, nothing against Cage Casey, Johnny, but Zion Washington had 1 fewer bench press rep than Cage Casey. And we're talking same height or same weight, same exact bar. And then he went out and, from all indications, had a pretty good on-field workout as well. We still haven't gotten the numbers, by the way, Johnny. I checked in again this morning with Boise State.
Yeah, what are these guys doing? David, Alex, a couple of McGillicuddies. Come on. Yeah. What are they doing?
We're waiting for the official numbers on the, the 40-yard dash is what we're most worried about or focused on. We've not gotten the numbers yet. But with that said, all indications are that Zion Washington had himself a day yesterday, Johnny. He's another guy that not going to get drafted, but might have at least gotten himself a free agent deal or a mini camp tryout. I was impressed. Zion Washington yesterday.
Maybe a Tyreek Jones comp, if you will, even though Reek went to the combine, didn't get drafted, and spent a couple of years fighting the fight of practice squad to 53 to practice squad and just going down those roads. It's so hard for so many people. Like, think like Jeremy McNichols, his path. I mean, all the practice squads he was on and all the times that he probably could have, should have, would have just given it up. He signs another deal and he's coming back, I think, for his 9th year in the NFL, the McWeapon. So the stories do happen. You get tossed around and chewed up and spit out in that league, and you have to live in a hotel for 4 months or a motel, or maybe even a Holiday Inn, BJ Rains. And it's not the easiest life. I get it. And just fighting.
Is that Chingy? Is that Murphy Lee? Is that Nelly?
For what?
The line you just put there from the Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Is that the Sugar Hill Gang? No, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. What song? I'm not sure.
I thought that was like a Chingy Murphy Lee old school rap reference there. Someone in the chat will let us know.
I think Chingy goes there too. Also, if you want to watch the movie Pineapple.
By the way, I need those tickets, man. Nelly, what do I got to do to win? I'm third caller, fourth caller. You got to let me know, man. I need some Nelly. Anybody out here watching? Some of these retreads, whatever, at the Boise Open.
Huh? BJ is from St. Louis. Nelly is from St. Louis. Two very instrumental figures there. BJ named his kid after Nelly.
No, that part is not true.
He did. So, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to get you and Karen VIP passes to Nelly. We'll try to do it again. But, BJ, I know he's a big deal for you. I know you have
I went to it was right in the middle of COVID, or COVID was just ending, and he came out to the state fairgrounds, and I went out. Nobody wanted to go with me. My wife couldn't find childcare. I went by myself, rocked out to Nelly and went back to high school days. I haven't looked more forward to the Boise Open since I've been in Boise, 13 years. I ain't missing that.
Really?
And, by the way, he was not named after Nelly, but Air Force Ones, great song there, great tune. That is Nelly Raines' walk-up music, Air Force One. So.
That's sweet, man. Yeah.
Sorry, I have no idea where we were going with that. Sorry.
Zion Washington, we were talking about. I think maybe he gets a look. He fights the good fight, and maybe this helps. He's a good dude, very quiet. And you're right, didn't have a lot of splash plays, but was a really good player. Good for him. Played in this program the whole way through. Could have left. Sat behind some really good players. Waited his time and had his moment yesterday. And let's see if he gets more than. Is he going to get a camp invite, or is he going to get a rookie mini camp invite? You know the difference.
Yeah.
One, you have a shot. One, you don't. Like last year, Alex Tubner got the rookie mini camp invite to the Ravens. He puts a helmet on for a couple of days, does some drills, and they say thank you. And you're like, what? Like, this is all I had? Like, I need to, and then you can get invited to camp, an unrestricted rookie free agent. Let's hope Zion gets in that ballpark and is going to get a legitimate look at an NFL training camp to land on a practice squad.
Yeah, let's take about 40 seconds here and watch this clip. And you'll notice in the middle, Johnny, after he gets the first one, when he starts firing up his teammates, a cool moment here.
Yeah, so let's go now. Yeah, easy money. Let's go now. Yo. Rise up now, rise up. Here we go. Money up there, go get it. Hey, easy money. All you gotta do is reach. Go get that. Get them on now. Let's go. Go get that. That was cute. Miami is now. Let's go.
Pretty cool there, Johnny.
Yeah, that's jumping really high. Even the guy who was measuring the event, I think that's a Panthers scout, was like, hey, dapped him up a little bit. Nice jump. Good stuff for Zion Washington. Again, a guy who has been overshadowed by some bigger names and bigger plays and whatnot, but has been very steady back there. And let's see if he gets a shot.
Any other pro day notables? Because I do want to ask you about spring ball starting tomorrow. But Jeremiah Irby, I thought had a pretty nice day. We talked to Irby. By the way, Irby and Zion Washington, those interviews are up on our YouTube channel right now. You can watch the full interviews with Irby and Zion Washington. I thought Irby had a pretty nice day. McCoy not doing anything for choice. Did have an injury late last season, but a lot of these guys, when you say no, you tell them what the injury is. And I heard our buddy who used to be the longtime Falcons scout that runs pro day, Now he's the Broncos scout. But I'm talking about the guy that runs this pro day. He told these guys at the beginning, if you're not going to do a drill, you're not going to do a thing, you tell them injury, you tell them when the injury was, the date, what happened, where your recovery is, all that stuff. He said, if you have, and then he said, his quote was, if you have no good reason, you say choice. And if you say choice, he goes, be ready for them to ask you why you're not doing it. And so I know you guys speculated maybe the choice is related to injury on the show yesterday. I don't know, but the way he explained it was you're supposed to say injury if it's an injury. If you say choice, in my mind, it's like you don't think you're going to put up a very good number, and maybe a bad number is, and no number is worse than a bad number. I don't know. I don't know if it, if he was dealing with he did have an injury late last season. I don't know if that was part of it, but McCoy seemed like a guy that needed to have a day yesterday and really, did the on-field drills, did do the on-field drills and looked pretty good, but declined all the testing, didn't run the 40, none of that. I mentioned Irby having a pretty good day. Mason Hutton, all indications are, had a great day at long snapper and might get a chance. There was 18 guys out there, Johnny. Just any final thoughts on pro day? Any of the guys I mentioned, anywhere you want to go?
I thought Jeremiah Irby looked spectacular. I thought he had a great workout. He looked the part. You look at him and, his spandex or whatever he's working out, and you're like, okay, that's what an NFL corner should look like. And he was fast and fluid, and he looked really good. I'm not saying he's going to be in the NFL now. I don't believe he will be. I think the tape will tell on Irby. And McCoy has the tape, but he's undersized. And he's the type of guy that needs to get out there and run in the 4.4s and show everybody that, the reason he didn't bench is I don't know if he can put up 225 once. Who knows? I mean, twice. You're right. It looks better just to have a nothing than a 1 or a 2, maybe, he felt. But the speed, I needed to see how fast McCoy was. I really did. And if he was going to come out there and he felt run a 4.6, then he's done. Then he's got no shot whatsoever. So he felt, whatever his camp felt, better not to do any of the measurables. None. Let the tape speak for itself. Go out there, go through the drills. Let everybody see him as a football player. And Amarion McCoy, I don't know if he thinks he's going to get drafted. I don't. But hopefully he gets one of those unrestricted rookie free agent deals. He's an all-league player. He made plays on the field, multiple pick sixes. I think he was regarded as one of the better corners in the league the last couple of years, whatever that means at an NFL level. But I really needed to see the speed with him. I wanted him to be faster than Irby, and show me that, because Irby is way more physical than McCoy. He's bigger. He's way stronger. I don't know if he's faster. I'm assuming he is if McCoy didn't run. That was weird, man. Not weird, but I wish for me, Amarion would have done more of the workouts, but those guys are way smarter than me. If he thinks it's going to hurt whatever potential he has, then I guess don't do it. But I think it's a bad look when everybody's out there and everybody's doing it and you're just not doing it. And you're just standing there kind of cheerleading Zion and Irby, and you're just kind of like, McCoy, I mean, if I get it, you were hurt at the end of the year. If that's the thing, then that's the thing, and that's okay. You missed the final, 2-3 games? It's okay. 2 games, whatever. But to say, no, I am not hurt. It's choice. That was interesting, I thought.
Yeah, no doubt.
What are your thoughts on the McCoy thing?
Yeah, I was weird. I don't know. I mean, again, the way the guy said it, if it was an injury, you had to say injury, and he said choice. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's not the biggest guy. I wouldn't have expected him to probably put 20 bench press reps up. But I don't know if he was just, I don't know. Obviously, his agent, his representation thought he had a better chance of helping himself in the NFL by not doing any of those drills yesterday.
Look at the tape. He's a good player, and that's his advantage. And maybe that's what you do.
Yeah. Yep. But again, we got interviews, a lot of those guys up on our YouTube channel. And again, hoping on Friday to check in with Cage Casey on Friday morning on BNN. Also Friday programming note, we're going to have Jeremiah Dickey on Friday as well. But Element Fencing, elementfencing.com. Check them out. Element Fencing, decks, pergolas. They can do all kinds of stuff. Element Fencing, Brady and Company, 20 plus years in the fencing business. Check them out online, elementfencing.com. Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. Check them out as well, shopridleys.com. 13 locations in the state of Idaho, surrounding states as well. You can find them at shopridleys.com. Rowpaint.com, whether it's interior, exterior painting, those concrete coatings, all kinds of great options. The painter for a day project. Rowpaint.com, all your painting needs. 991-0567, rowpaint.com. And if you need a new job, how about the trucking industry? Jump on in. Transcomservice.com can help you every step of the way. DOT, overweight, all the paperwork. It's a local company helping out folks all over the world. Check them out at Transportation Compliance Service. Johnny, one of the reasons I'm having you on today is because the big reason, tomorrow, 9-10 a.m., we'll be out there for the first practice of spring ball. Final thing for you, man. Just give me your thoughts, your excitement level. What when the individual drills start, where's the first position group you're running over to? What are you kind of focused on for the next month with spring ball?
I'll probably go to the receivers. I'm just a geek for the receiver position for one. Just the way the position is built now and the talent that these guys have. And I don't know who the guys are going to be. Ben Ford's not going to be out there. He's the only certainty I have, and he's hurt. Like, I want to say certain with Cam Bates. I want to say certain with Quentin Brown. Showed us what they showed us. And then a bunch of new guys. Rashawn Jones, I'm all over him. So
Nitro Wright, man, that's my guy. Akeem Wright. Can't wait to see him.
I love Nitro. The guy scores like every third time you put the ball in his hands. I talked to his junior college coach a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sure all JC coaches say this about their kids, but he was saying, like, wow, if Boise State needs a playmaker, a guy who can make somebody miss, Nitro can do that. So I'm really excited to see Akeem Wright as well. BJ, wide receiver, sure. Matt Wagner, is he going to look even bigger? I think so. He lives in the weight room. Wags, I think, might be that guy this year that we look at like John Bates a few years back, where he just fills out the uniform and just oozes NFL prospect. And I don't think there's a lot of those out there. Running backs, you got a couple of those I want to look at too. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be at practice. Wow. That's crazy.
I'm going to go secondary as well. The new secondary coach, Terrence Brown, and now they're listing them all as DBs. What's that going to look like? We just spent 20 minutes talking about McCoy and Irby and Washington. All those guys are gone. Who steps up in that room? Safety, corner, what's that group look like? I know there's a couple injuries. Sherrod Smith's out this spring, but I'll be looking there. Linebacker, and I forgot to mention, Johnny, sad moment yesterday at Pro Day. Marco Notriani, 5 reps into his bench press, hurts his shoulder, has to stop the rep, and was not able to do anything else the rest of Pro Day. So Marco Notriani, a guy that really was his one shot probably to try to get into a camp or a tryout or something, and injures his shoulder on the bench press, can't continue. Really tough, for Marco Notriani. But how do they replace him at linebacker, and what's that group look like? And you can go all across the board. The O-line is going to be the interesting one, Johnny, because you're already without Casey and Randolph. They're gone. Carry on, a starter, is out this spring. Kyle Cox, another guy, is out. Daylon Matoyer, out. There's 4 offensive linemen that are out all of camp, 3 of which have started games for Boise State. And so for me, that's going to be an interesting group. A lot of young guys are going to get reps, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of answers on the O-line.
No, man, I hate that. When Spencer said that, I thought the same thing. I'm like, dang, dude. Like, the entire O-line that you think is going to be starting week 1 is out for spring ball. I was kind of like, okay. I mean, it's what you're doing. There's a lot of teams dealing with that. That's what spring ball is. You get the injuries, you clean stuff up, whatever the case is. But I thought, Daylon Matoyer, we couldn't get him on a Greyhound bus quick enough after the South Florida debacle last year.
Yeah.
And he ended up playing at an all-conference level, I thought, the last part of the year. Daylon Matoyer got better and better every single week, and he has size. And I was thinking, if he has a terrific year, he could maybe be a guy potentially to get paid to do this someday too. Him not having spring camp was a buzzkill for me, because I think Daylon Matoyer could be that potential all-conference lineman here next year with the likes of Roger Carrion, who, again, clean up, needs to get, surgery. Feels like Roger just can't get out of the injury room either.
Yeah, no doubt. So I know you guys will be all over it, Johnny, the next month. What's the rule, Johnny? I know they say no red, or they don't like it when you wear red to a practice because that's Fresno and all that kind of stuff. But tomorrow is opening day. Am I able to wear a Cardinals shirt tomorrow, or am I going to get some looks, or I don't know?
I don't think you will. This is Spencer. I don't think Spencer cares about you wearing a Cardinal jersey to his practice.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to go jersey, but I could go retro Willie McGee maybe.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Okay. I got the powder blue Willie McGee, maybe an Ozzie Smith. I got a Bob Gibson maybe I could bust out. I don't know, but I got a pullover like you got right there. A little Nike swoosh and a Cardinals logo. That may be what we go with, but we'll see. If I get in trouble, I'm blaming you.
Maybe you can wear it doesn't have to be red. Wear a white or a gray Cardinal.
I have a Cardinals polo that's kind of mostly white, yeah.
Or a blue. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But Johnny, appreciate it. Great time of year, man. Anything you want to plug for Idaho Sports Talk?
Cage Casey, we won't have him today. We're efforting him like BJ is, but we'll get back to his pro day and talk about the first spring practice of the season tomorrow. Exactly what we will be looking for when the 2026 Boise State football team kind of makes it officially official.
Thursday, Friday, doesn't matter the day, 3 to 6, Idaho Sports Talk. They'll have you covered with Bob and the whole crew, Greg and Prater. Boise State football coverage wall-to-wall the next month until the spring game on April 25th. And we'll have Johnny on Thursdays, but today was Wednesday. We'll have to see, Johnny. Maybe with Thursday, maybe we do Wednesdays for the next month, just if it doesn't interfere with Thursday practice. I don't know. We'll talk about that off air. But thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Opening day tonight. And then all the other teams start tomorrow. It's a fun time of year, man. Got the Masters in a couple weeks. So appreciate it, Johnny. Appreciate all you guys for checking us out. And Sun Cruiser, check them out. Lithia Ford of Boise. Appreciate everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News Live. We'll see you at 3 o'clock. Idaho Sports Talk, BroncoNationNews.com.